Coming right up is Wrestling News number 76, and we've got stories on wrestlers who just don't get no respect, like Jeff Hardy and Ric Flair and Just Incredible. They're just having a hell of a time. Well, we also got an up story on Diamond Dallas Page. She's doing okay. And we've got a huge diva file with stuff on Gail Ganya, ODB, Tracy Brooks, Lindsay Hayward, and others. And all that's coming right up. Help us here at Alternate Reality to improve your kids' grades. Now, we know that good grades deserve a reward, and that's why we have the Alternate Reality Good Grades Club here at the store. If you have a grade schooler in the Chicagoland area, either city or suburbs, bring in their report card and we'll issue you one of these. Alternate Reality Good Grades Club card. Now, for each A, your grade schooler will receive a 2% discount, and for each B, a 1% discount. Now, based on this report card, this grade schooler is going to get an 11% discount here at the store for everything, all the time, all year long. So come on down to Alternate Reality, because good grades deserve a reward.
It's like a wish gone horribly wrong. Here's Wrestling News, the comic book man, and Bo.
Wrestling News, episode 76, runs on gluty gas.
Hey folks, Comic Book Man here. Welcome once again to my video Outhouse. It's time for
Wrestling News.
Oh, it's time for Wrestling News. And Wrestling News is being brought to you from Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where all new comics are always 15% off every day for everyone. This is an all TNA, all TNA?
Oh, more or less.
More or less, an all TNA edition of Wrestling News. And our first story up is Jeff Hardy. We talked about this on Weekend Review, but we're going to cover it one more time because it's a short story and it's important. Jeff Hardy's trial has been kicked down the road one more time. Again, the man cannot find justice in the United States of America.
The trial's been moved back to March 16th because his lawyer was in another courthouse dealing with another case.
Well,
so
he had something better to do.
Why don't we? Well, it was a murder case, drug case. I go with the guy who's
yeah, I understand, but how many times has this been kicked down the road?
7.
Okay, well, at some point, that even trumps a murder.
That's why
case.
he's still in TNA, because they're going. Obviously, nothing's going to happen because they keep pushing your case back.
So it's been kicked down the road to when?
March 16th.
March 16th. Okay.
Bet you gets kicked back again.
Yeah, I bet you start your pool now. Start your pool now. Another man who gets absolutely no respect is Ric Flair, and he has fallen on some hard times, kids.
Well, supposedly, now, we told you a couple of segments ago about Ric Flair having a fit when they were on the European tour about them not advancing any money.
Yeah.
According to Charlotte Post-Courier reporter Mark Mooningham, he's owed a considerable amount of back pay by the folks in TNA, and that's why he was a little upset. He also said that Flair has never asked to borrow money from wrestlers in bars. Now,
he's never asked to borrow money from wrestlers in bars.
No.
So that's the story that's going around that Ric Flair's out bumming quarters from other wrestlers in bars.
Well, it's kind of like a wrestling tradition. You know, they all go to the bar, and then someone ends up buying the round. Now, apparently, he asked to buy a round. He used his credit card. He maxed out his card. He asked for extra money. And then the TNA rep was there and said, well, we had a policy that existed when Dustin Rhodes was here about advancing money, and we got burned. And Flair's response was apparently, am I Dustin Rhodes? Is that my position in this company?
Yeah, but if you give him his money and he pisses it away on more rounds of booze, you're better off just not giving it to him.
Well, usually it's just one round, not 3 or 4.
Well,
yeah.
But actually, it's not even the wrestlers.
I need money to buy
if they go to a bar and there's other people there who don't know them, the tradition is for one of the wrestlers to pay for everyone's drinks.
When you get your trial kicked down the road 7 times like Matt Hardy did, you're not getting any respect. When you're a Jeff Hardy, I'm sorry. When you're a man like Ric Flair who can't get the money he's owed, you don't get any respect. But you know what? There's nothing worse than being told that you committed suicide and you didn't. That's not respect.
There were a lot of posts. Actually, there was a post by Sean Waltman of his X-Pac that Just Incredible had killed himself. He posted on Facebook and Twitter, no, I did not kill myself. I'm just fine. Thank you for being concerned. He was working at an indie show. He left. He had to go. He said, I had a 6-hour ride to my next show. That's why I left. I wasn't upset. I wasn't mad. And I didn't go to kill myself. But he has had chemical issues in the past, so that's what people sort of went that route.
And that's the Rodney Dangerfield section of our show. Moving on to other stories. Diamond Dallas Page, a man who does get respect after hitting some real lows in his life. The man has been signed up for not 1, not 2, but 3 reality shows.
DDP. Not only is he hosting the this is WWE History of Nitro season 1 and 2. He's got a show in which he's going to be going to Chuck Zito, the former Hell's Angels survival school in New York City, to help and train people how to fight and defend themselves in case they're attacked.
Yeah.
He's working on a show called Road Dogs with Chuck Zito, Tank Abbott, Danny Trejo, and Evan Seinfeld to help people out and do guy things. And he's doing a show called Transformation Nation, which will have him find 6 people from different backgrounds and follow them around for 13 weeks and get them into shape. So
Biggest
DDP,
Loser. He's doing the
Biggest Loser. So DDP is now the hardest working man who's not in wrestling.
But these people aren't interested in getting into shape. Yeah.
Well, Chuck Zito.
No, if
Chuck Zito's involved, they're going to get in shape because Chuck will just beat the crap out of him.
So Jeff Hardy gets no respect. Ric Flair gets no respect. Justin Credible gets no respect. But DDP
finds
he's
a lot
doing
of work.
okay.
And he's also still doing that yoga thing.
Okay, let's take our hard right turn into the Diva Files. We've got ODB and Tracy Brooks returning to...
They both came back to TNA. Tracy Brooks came out. She ran out to defend her husband, Frankie Kazarian. And in case you've ever seen Tracy Brooks, she's got these really large fake boobs. And so it's kind of weird watching her run out because her boobs are just bouncing along.
Well, so does ODB.
Well, ODB popped
for a different reason.
Yeah, ODB popped up the following week, and so they're going to be regular members of the roster. Now, also former WWE prospect, which is Pete's favorite person who he's never met, Lindsay Hayward. She's expected to join TNA.
She doesn't do anything for me. She's a big Amazon.
She's 6'9", blonde with fake boobs.
Yeah. So when you're talking to her, you can look right here into her boobs right here. You don't have to look down. Right there.
Now, she did a tryout match for TNA. They kind of liked it. They're going to put her on the roster because MTV wants her to be part of a reality show which will focus on following a 6'9" woman around. She's also part of their Lucha Libre thing that will be on MTV too. And so, even though she was cut by the WWE, her career is moving on.
Put that woman in 5-inch pumps and she can be ruler of the universe.
That would be scary.
Next story up, Gail Ganya. Gail Ganya?
Yep.
Gail Ganya has gotten herself into some little bit of trouble.
She's a daughter of WWE Hall of Famer
Greg Ganya.
I think Greg was in there, or Dad was in there.
Vern Gagne was.
Vern Gagne was.
I don't know about Greg.
Greg was like Greg had this very short career. He wasn't really good, but he kept around because his dad was famous.
Well, yeah, if you watch the AWA video, that's the thing that you get out of that Vern had his son come in. He wasn't very good, and he sort of didn't want to be there, but he was sort of forced into it, and was glad when he got out of it.
He got out, and he was actually running it, and he wanted to keep getting the promotion up again.
But he had a daughter named Gail.
Gail appeared. She popped up before a Hennepin County judge. She pled guilty to having sex with a former football star when she was a teacher at a high school. She was 25. He was 16. She pled guilty. So now she's gonna serve 2 years probation.
It's supposed to work the other way around.
And she's not allowed to make contact with a former student who is now in college. But yeah, she pled guilty. She said, "I was wrong. I screwed up. I know I should have left him alone. He's a minor. I'm really, really sorry. Please don't lock me up."
Oh, God. Last story involves Jillian Hall, who has got a blessed event coming. This is just the opposite of the story we just did. This is a good story.
Jillian Hall was going to be part of the Diva Mania tour with Tiffany and Maria Kanellis. She removed herself from the tour because she has found out, well, she knew already, she's 12 weeks pregnant. The baby will be due in September. She already has an 11-year-old daughter. And so Jillian, after that baby is born, she said, well, I might wrestle again.
She might. She'll be a little busy, too, then, but, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she's got 2 kids.
Two kids.
Well, actually, we're going to finish it up with a sad note. Since we're talking about WWE former divas.
Yes.
Candice Michelle recently had a miscarriage.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's terrible. Okay. And that's it. We're done. We're finished. We're out of here. We got no more wrestling news, but you can go to the store's website. You can check out all of the wrestling news that this guy sends me to post up. And where's the store's website at? Sarah.
www.myalternatereality.com. It's chock full of uselessness.
So stop off at the store's website and check out all his news. And until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And Bo.
Saying, bye. Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.